Right, hi all and welcome back to your channel. So I'm in town at the moment. I'm going to have a look up Bold Street. I want to show you a well that was found. It was found about 20 years ago in a shop. So I'm going to take you up there, but I'm also going to share some experiences that I've had and that I've heard of since my experience. So let me start off with the one I had. It's busy in town today, everyone's shopping. So when I was about, I'll sit down. When I was about 10 years old, I was shopping with my mum in Clayton Square. So I'm in Clayton Square at the moment. Well, by Clayton Square at the moment. And I must be about 8 or 10 years old. And I saw a shop that I'd never seen before. And the reason why it stuck in my head is because I couldn't pronounce it. So the shop is Primar. And bear in mind, this is the 80s. So the mid-80s. So I'm guessing I'm about 8 or 10 years old. If I was any older, I'd been going to town on my own. So when I was about 12, I used to go to 12, 13, I used to go to town on my own with my mates. So I'm guessing I was around 8 to 10 years old. So we're looking at the mid-80s. So my memory's a bit fuzzy. Because we're talking 40 years ago now. Well, getting on to 40 years that this happened. But yeah, so this is the location. This is around about where I was when it happened. So let me turn the camera down and show you. So if you look down the way there. So obviously that purple tent wouldn't have been there, but you can see Primar. Now I couldn't tell if that said Primar or Primar. And that's the reason why it stuck in my mind. So no, it doesn't really matter. It didn't really matter at the time. So it didn't really matter at the time because I wasn't aware that something had happened. I remember coming back a few weeks later with my mum and that shop wasn't there. And I just thought, well, that shop didn't last long. Now that used to be a Little Woods down there. If there's any photos I can find, I'll put them on. Now, the reason why it stuck in my mind is, years later, so you're talking, you know, I've grown up, I've had a child, I've joined the army, I've left the army in this time. And then I had a job. So I left the army in 2003, so it's about 2004. I had a job. I was listening to the radio and mentioned that a new store called Primar was coming to Liverpool. And I thought, well, that was there years ago, but it didn't last long. So I researched it, and Primar had never been to Liverpool. But I'd seen it with that exact writing that's on there now. So that's really stuck in my mind ever since. And in that time, I've read Tom Slemon books. If you don't know who Tom Slemon is, he's like a local ghost hunter, historian, if you like. And I read a story about Bold Street, and that's why I'm mentioning Primar because of my experience. But people have had time slips in Bold Street, and I'm wondering if I had a time slip or somehow looked into the past. So yeah, I just thought to share that one with you. And I'm going to take a walk up Bold Street now, and I'll tell you another story that happened on Bold Street. Okay. So we're now in Bold Street. So this shop here, this used to be Waterstones. A bookshop, and my mention it used to be Waterstones and not what it is now because it's relevant to the story. So back in about 1996, there was a couple who come into town, and the wife wanted to go and look in at a bookstore called Dylan's Bookstore, where that shop is now. Why do people talk so weird? So. It used to be Dylan's Bookstore. So the wife went to Dylan's Bookstore while the husband went somewhere else, and he said he'd follow her. But what happened was, when he got to the bookstore, everything around him changed. Like for instance, a wagon come down the street saying Kaplan's on it. Now Kaplan's was a a business that ran in the 50s. And Dylan's bookstore had changed to a store called Cripps. And when he got there, he was wondering where it was, so we looked through the window, Cripps. And it was not a book in sight, it was women's clothes. So you're talking, shoes and handbags, so clothes and accessories for women. Again, that was a store that was around in the 50s. He walked in the store. The girl working there walked past and smiled at him, so she acknowledged that he was there. And then, within a flash, the click of a finger, everything changed back, and it was back to Dylan's bookstore. Now, he can't explain that, why that happened to him. So he's definitely had a time slip now. So how do you think the time slips that happens? It's because that's not an isolated instance. Is around here, under the ground, you've got underground railway tracks. So you've got Liverpool's Underground, you've got Central Station, Moorfields, and the trains run directly underground here. And you think something about the electricity underground maybe causing time slips. So if anyone's experienced anything, let me know. So I'm going to take a walk up Ball Street now. I think with Ball Street now is it's more of an independent street. You've got businesses here, but you've also got a lot of independent businesses and restaurants. And it's a thriving part of the city, if I'm being honest. And it used to be known as a rope walk, this street. They used to make rope, and they'd measure it from the top of the street down to the bottom, and that would be the length that they needed to sell to ships. So that's where the word the rope walks comes from. So I'm going to go to the shop now where the well is. I'll see if I can get in there. So I'm outside a shop now called Soho's. Now, inside here there's a shop called Transalpino, across here. And this is where I first saw the well. Now I knew about the well, but I didn't know where it was until I went to buy a hat from Transalpino. So let me turn you around. You can see inside the shop, you can see the well there with the shoes on top of it. I'm going to go in now and ask if I can film the well and see if anyone's got a little bit of info on it. As I know, it was founded around 2005 by the owner of the building. It was found in the basement. So I'm not sure about that brickwork on top, if that's fairly new brickwork, because I know it was found in the basement. I'm not sure it's being built up to come through the floor and let people know it's there. But we'll find out. So I'm in the shop now. Just spoke to the guy behind the counter. He said I can film in here, so that's fine. He didn't want to talk on camera because he didn't know anything about the well. He didn't know any history behind it. So yeah, that's fair enough. So let's have a look down here. And there you go. There's a little bit of shine there. That light there is not the bottom door. That's a light shining from the ceiling. So it goes all the way down to the basement. It's really interesting. I'm trying to know a little bit more history on it. So if anyone knows anything about this, let me know in the comments. I think this brickwork is fairly new, because I'm pretty sure it was only found in the basement. Right. And there we have it, the Ball Street well. Getting used to balance some shoes on. Yeah, so there we have it. The shop behind me now, so I'm walking away from it. That's the Ball Street well. A little bit of a history there. So I think it's about 200 years old. So yeah, when the fella found it, he contacted the museum, the Liverpool Museum, and they were excited about the find. He said that's one of the most important finds ever discovered in the city. He thought it was, I can't remember what he thought it was, but he didn't think it was a well until he started, you know, excavating or whatever he was doing in the basement and realised it was a well. So it's a good job he just didn't fill it in and, you know, just thought nothing of it and thought, oh, it's just, you know, it's nothing. It's a good job he found it. Yeah, so that's Ball Street behind me. But yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe. If you want to see more like this, let me know. Let me know what you want to see. If there's anything I don't know about in Liverpool, but I'm going to do a lot more history around Liverpool. With the Anfield Road coming to an end. Oh, it's pretty much at an end now. We'll just see how it goes. I'm not stopping the football stuff. The football stuff's going to continue. So everyone that's interested in football, I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to do all sorts outside the grounds. I'm going to do match day vlogs when I go to the match. When I don't go to the match, I'll be outside the ground, getting the atmosphere. I'm going to be filming around the ground. I'll try and get people to talk to me. Like, it's really hard getting people to talk to you. Like then, I asked the fella behind the counter, he'd fancy coming on camera. He said that he didn't mind me looking around the shop, but he didn't want to talk on camera, which is fair enough. When I go to the match, lots of people stop me and talk to me, and when I ask them to go on camera, they won't do it. There's only one done it so far, and that's Lorraine. So thank you, Lorraine, again. But if there's more people that stop me and want to talk, just let me know. I'll get you on camera. I'm at the match tomorrow, so I'm going to do a match day vlog tomorrow. The Carabao Cup quarter final against West Ham. So yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. But yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for everyone's support, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye now.